Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Zhane coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be all about my September perfume tray. I have not done a perfume tray since April. I know, I'm slacking, but here we go. So if you are new to my channel, hello again. My name is Zhane. Welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into it. So before we hop in, as y'all can see, I'm back home in my office. Everything is back to normal. I actually decorated the background, so let me know what y'all think about the fall vibes, you know, pumpkins and stuff. I'm just here for the fall vibes, you know, and I'm a fall baby, so we gotta do what it do. So if you guys don't know, I normally start off with my scent of the day. Make sure you comment your scent of the day down below whenever you're watching this video, because I would love to know what you're wearing and, you know, what you guys are loving for this season. Today, I'm actually wearing a nice combo, and this is gonna be in my fall combo video. That's gonna be coming up pretty soon, but I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Intense layered with Kayali's Yum. This combo is a freaking combo. I have a dedicated video on Yum, and I'll leave that linked up in the eye in the sky so you guys can check that out. I feel like the longer that I've had this fragrance, the more intense the fragrance gets. It's a little bit more creamy. I still get that spice as well. You also get a little nuttiness from some pistachio. I love the hazelnut that's in here as well, so you get that nuttiness, and of course you get that creamy vanilla vibe as well. It's so beautiful. It's a gorgeous gourmand, and I feel like as this fragrance, you know, just chills, you know, after you've sprayed it, it just gets richer and more decadent and even more delicious. It's not as airy and light as it was when I first got the fragrance. It's not as fresh either. So when the fragrance opens up, I don't get much of the bergamot, the citrusiness that I used to get. I still get that cardamom, I get that spice, and I also get some of that, you know, nuttiness from the hazelnut along with the pistachio. But something that has happened is that rum really starts to come through, and it gives the fragrance a little bit of a boozier touch, which I actually really enjoy. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get that delicious lactonic whipped cream note. It's so gorgeous, so airy and fluffy. And then in the mid, that's where you get that jasmine. You also get some peony, so you get some freshness in this fragrance, which is absolutely gorgeous. But my favorite part of this fragrance is the deep dry down, where you get that whipped cream. You also get a lot of vanilla, so you get that nice gourmand touch in the base. You also get this Turkish Delight accord, which I absolutely love Turkish Delight. And you get some cotton candy along with some tonka, some sandalwood, and a cocoa note. So for me personally, I really just get this creamy, lactonic, pistachio, nutty, hazelnutty fragrance. It is so pretty. It's kind of boozy. It's creamy. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And that's something that I really enjoy about this fragrance. Again, the longer I've had this fragrance, the more rich and decadent and delectable this fragrance gets. So I'm really enjoying this fragrance, and this is definitely going to stay on my perfume tray in September. But this, along with The Only One Intense, baby, oh my gosh, it's such a combo. Now, The Only One Intense to me is a creamy white floral fragrance. It has a little bit of a tropical vibe to it as well. It has a nice vanillic touch along with a little bit of woodiness in the deep dry down, and I'm so here for it. This is a fragrance that everyone was trying to get their hands on maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. This was the designer fragrance to have, and I'm so happy to have this in my collection. It's so sophisticated and just so sexy without doing too much. This fragrance opens up with a green apple note that I don't get at all. I don't get any green apple whatsoever in this fragrance, but it's there. But you also get some mandarin along with some neroli. Now I do get this like orange, you know, mandarin, orange blossom type of vibe from the fragrance when it opens up, so I think that's where those notes come in. But as the fragrance dries down, when it gets to the mid, baby, that's where you get that gorgeous orange blossom note along with that jasmine and that coconut. So the coconut to me in the mid really adds to that creaminess that's in this fragrance. It adds to the creamy petals of the white florals that are in here. It's just so beautiful. I absolutely love the mid of this fragrance. And then in the base, that's where you get some vanilla, some cashmere wood, along with some cedar. So the cedar isn't too overpowering. It's not doing too much. The cashmere wood is really nice. It adds a little bit of a smooth touch to the fragrance, and of course the vanilla adds that delicious vanilla factor. But these two together, I'm telling you, it's a combo. If you have both, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I sprayed the Only One Intense on first, and then I topped it off with Yum, and they're great. It's a great combo, very much so a bomb compliment combo as well. It's so beautiful. I'm so here for it, and this is my scent of the day. Don't forget to comment yours down below. Next, we have a fragrance that has been limited edition, but they keep bringing it back. So obviously the girls are loving this fragrance, and I feel like this should be a permanent scent. And this is Wonder Woman 84 from the House of Sillage. Now you guys, this is the original limited edition packaging. There was a second release, and I have that bottle as well, but now they have announced a third release. So they have a newer bottle, which I'm probably not going to get because I already have 2 bottles, but this is probably one of my favorite House of Sillage fragrances that I own currently. I absolutely loved Minnie Mouse when I got my sample, and I want to try Hufflepuff. I have not smelled that one, but this fragrance right here, this is for my vanilla lovers. This is a citrusy vanillic fragrance. It's creamy. It has a little bit of a floral touch to it as well. This is not a super girly type of vanilla scent. This is a little bit more sexy. It's a little bit more resinous, which is something I absolutely love about the fragrance. And House of Sillage, like, come on now, look at this gorgeous bottle, guys. Like, oh wait, and then y'all can see my juice is going down. This fragrance, I'm telling you, it's so pretty. So not only does this fragrance have some raspberry, it also has some Divana in the opening along with some bergamot. So you get a little fruitiness, you get a little bit of a floral touch, but it's a unique floral touch. It's not something that you smell often, which is something I enjoy about the opening of this scent. And then you get a little bit of spice from some pink pepper, which is nice. I think that it really adds some dimension when you first spray the fragrance, but really I get that Divana along with the bergamot. You get a little bit of fruitiness as well, but I do get mainly the Divana with the bergamot, which I absolutely love. And then in the mid, you get this gorgeous nutty almond note, and you get an orris note as well. For me, orris can really go powdery, and sometimes it can go creamy. So in this case, I think along with the almond and the vanilla that's in the base, it really adds this creaminess to the fragrance, which is really nice. And this also has a Tolu balsam note. The best way I can describe resinous notes are like ambers and just other notes that are kind of like sticky, and when I think about them, I think of like sap coming from like a maple tree or something like that. Just that thick, sticky, you know, warm, sweet sometimes type of scent. Sometimes it can come off woody as well, but in this case it's very nice, warm, sweet. It has a little bit of an ambery touch, but it's not too ambery where it goes like masculine. It stays very feminine and more vanillic, if I should say. So absolutely gorgeous in the mid, and of course in the base you get some vanilla with that musk. This scent is just perfect. It's not doing too much. It's very much so sophisticated, but it's still sweet. It's still slightly flirty, but in a more sexy way. This is a very nice scent. That's why I really enjoy this scent from House of Sillage. It is absolutely stunning in my opinion, and the longer that I have it, the more and more I fall in love with it. It's great. I really need this in a travel size so I can bring it with me everywhere. So this is Wonder Woman 84 from the House of Sillage. Next, we have another combo that I had to try when I got one of these fragrances because they have the same note in it, and I was like, this is going to be a banger, and it is, I promise you. Oh my gosh, I'm talking about Eilish No. 2 from BillieEilish Eilish with Kayali's Love Fest. Oh, this combo, wow, like 10 out of 10, hands down, one of my favorite combos for fall currently, even though we're not even in fall. But this is such a sexy combo. It is just unreal, and I just, I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. But I promise this is the last Kayali fragrance for the month of September. But y'all, she has some bangers. Mona and her team have such great fragrances that you can have a Kayali fragrance on your tray every month. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's start off with Eilish No. 2. So this fragrance to me is a dark, smoky, woody fragrance. It also has a little bit of fruitiness to it, a little bit of a floral touch, which I absolutely love. It's super unique in my opinion, to the point where it's like, I don't know what to compare this to because I don't have anything like it. So this fragrance has a note of Palo Santo, which is like a woody note, and it's like a burning woody note. It's really nice. This also has some apple blossom along with some wild poppy flowers. Don't know what that is. Oh, this is just so sexy. It's so deep. It's so rich. It's actually one of the most surprising fragrances that I've discovered in 2023. Not saying that, you know, it's like groundbreakingly special, but coming from a celebrity, this celebrity fragrance has shot up to the top, like my top 3 celebrity fragrances in my collection, period. This is such a great fragrance that I don't care that it's a celebrity fragrance. I don't care that it's under $70. It is so good. It is so good. Like, I highly recommend this fragrance. Highly recommend it. If you have not tried this and you love the way that this sounds, I think you will really like this. But not only this by itself, baby, but with burning cherry. Listen, this fragrance right here not only has that sweet warm spice to it, but it also has this nice earthiness from some patchouli. It has some woodiness. It is just so special that I just cannot get over how incredible this scent is. And I feel like more people need to talk about this because this launch was fire. Absolutely fire. I have not craved Lost Cherry since I got this, along with a couple of other cherry scents. So I bought a travel size version of it and it's fine. I have it in my collection. It's cool. But this right here, it just has that extra oomph, you know what I'm saying? This fragrance not only has, of course, the burning cherry note, but this has some raspberry as well. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get some jasmine sambac along with some rose, some damask rose to be specific. And you also get some praline and some heliotrope. And to me, heliotrope can kind of add a nice like powdery sweetness to a fragrance, but it also can add this depth to the scent that is very nice. It does add a nice powdery touch, which I find can be very sexy and sensual and slightly creamy. And along with the praline, it really adds a gourmand touch throughout the fragrance. It doesn't make it too gourmand, but it makes it gourmand enough for me to get that like itch, because I'm a gourmand lover. I love edible, delicious, delectable scents, and this satisfies that. But also this has gaiac wood and patchouli in the base, which I find adds this earthiness, this woodiness to the fragrance to keep it grounded with that Palo Santo and still have those gourmand, sweet, fruity touches throughout the fragrance as well. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And Eilish number 2 adds a hell of a lot of depth to Love Fest, and it's like the perfect combo that no one talks about. Like, this is a combo that you need in your life, and I think you can smell so expensive, so unique, so just captivating that people will ask you what you're wearing, because I know they've never smelled anything like this. I know for a fact. So this combo is gorgeous. This is going to be on my perfume tray in September. BillieEilish Eilish number 2 and Kayali's Love Fest. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Next, we have a fragrance that I just can't get over, and I need to stop wearing this fragrance because it's hella expensive, but it's so good. And again, if you love gourmands, if you love lactonic fragrances, you would love this scent. This is Cruz Del Sur II from Xerjoff. Oh, this fragrance is so good. Not only is it creamy, milky, but it also has this nice mango note to it that's kind of tart and sweet at the same time. You also get a little bit of a green nuance with some woodiness and some musk. Oh, it's so good. It is so freaking good. It's so sophisticated. It's so bougie, but in the best way. First of all, the presentation that this came in really knocked my socks off, and I was like, damn, I really need to get some more Xerjoff fragrances in my collection because I have 3 right now. And this line right here, like the Shooting Stars line, that box was absolutely stunning. This not only has mango, but it also has some pineapple, so you get this nice fruitiness in the scent, and then you get those floral touches from some apple blossom and a floral bouquet, and then that green touch comes from some green leaves. Also, this has some vetiver in the fragrance as well, which vetiver to me kind of comes off as like a green, slightly wet smelling wood. It sounds so bad when I say it like that, but it's kind of like a green woodiness, and I think it just adds such a nice touch to the fragrance without this scent going masculine. This is very gender fluid in my opinion, slightly even more feminine because of how fruity and juicy and just creamy this scent is. And then of course you get some cedar with some musk, and to me I think the musk adds to the creaminess of the fragrance. It really has this just beautiful, like delicate but also impactful scent to it. It's so weird. It's so strange how this fragrance is so delicate, but it also packs a punch at the same time. But I feel like this scent is such an intoxicating fragrance that I feel like everyone should at least smell this. It's absolutely gorgeous in my opinion, and this is one of my favorite mango scents in my collection. I have like a top 3 mango scent situation going on, and this is in that list. I absolutely love how this fragrance smells, and this is gonna be on my perfume tray in September. Now, speaking of fall fragrances, this fragrance just screams fall to me, and I'm just so happy that we're in the season now for this fragrance. This is Velvet Tonka from BDK. I do have a dedicated review on this scent. I'll leave that up in the eye in the sky for you guys as well. But baby, this fragrance right here, not only is it a nutty, warm, spicy scent, it also has some floral touches to it. It has some woody touches to it. And it also has a nice smoky tobacco note. I am just so here for this scent. You don't even know. And the bottle, oh my gosh, wow. Look at this. This is one of my favorite BDK bottles because it just looks so glamorous, so beautiful. I love this shiny cap with the gold detailing and the white label. I kind of wish Ambrosia Imperiale had the same thing, but y'all, over the years, my juice has gotten so dark and rich, and I kind of like that. Like when you first buy a fragrance, it's nice, but as you just let it sit for maybe 6 months, even a year, like it really can transform because of the amount of natural ingredients that it has, or just the ingredients it has in general. Like the vanilla in this is just absolutely impeccable. So when the fragrance opens up, you get some orange blossom along with some almond, so you get some nuttiness with the orange blossom, the floralness, the citrusy floralness, which is really nice, and it has some sweetness to it. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get some tobacco along with that rose. And for me personally, I think the rose really keeps that floral touch going, but the tobacco adds a lot of depth. It adds a lot of character to the fragrance, which I think is very sexy and sensual, and it kind of drives this fragrance to be even more gender fluid. So I find that this fragrance is just perfect on a man or a woman, no matter what. If you enjoy fragrances like this, I think you would really like this fragrance. Now, my favorite part of the fragrance is the deep dry down. It's just so beautiful. Not only do you get amber wood, but you of course get that tonka beans. That's the star of the show. And you get some vanilla along with some amorous wood. So it's powdery, it's sweet, it's woody in the base. It's not overly done though, so it's very nice. But to me personally, with the whole scent of the fragrance, right, with everything that goes on with this fragrance, I think that the almond note in the opening gives off a cherry vibe. So to me, this is kind of like a cherry powdery tonka bean fragrance with some woodiness. That's what I get. I get a little bit of a spiciness too from the tonka beans, and it's just so sexy to me. So this is a sexy tonka bean fragrance without it being too light and airy. It has a lot of heft, it has a lot of depth, so this is perfect for like a fall night or a very cold fall day. It's just amazing. It's so pretty, and I'm so happy to have this on my perfume tray for September. Next, we have a fragrance that needs more love in the fragrance community. I think more people need to talk about this scent because not only is it pretty affordable when you can find it discounted, but also it's so sexy and so unique for women that it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And this is Aoud Orchid from Mancera. This fragrance, you guys, really knocked my socks off. Not only is this fragrance a floral, but it's an exotic floral. It is also creamy. It has this coconut vibe to it. You also get a little fruitiness along with this musky, ambery, vanillic vibe. It's so pretty. It's like, why aren't people talking about this? This also is a nice summer scent. I really feel like this is signature scent worthy if you like a fragrance that is more tropical and exotic, but not your typical summertime scent, if that makes sense. This fragrance opens up with coconut, of course, along with some peach and some mandarin. So you get a little bit of a citrusy vibe with some creaminess from the coconut along with some peach. So you get that fruitiness as well. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get some orchid along with some patchouli. Now for me personally, I do get an earthy patchouli. I don't get anything that's too dirty, but it is a little bit more earthy. It doesn't give me a chocolatiness, but it's nice. And then in the base, that's where you get some musk, some vanilla, some amber, and some woody notes. So it's very unique and it's special. It sounds simple, but it's very nice. I don't know if this has a lot of oud or not, but I can't really detect a lot of oud, which I'm here for. It's not really skanky or stinky or barnyardy. It's very smooth, and I really like like that about this fragrance. And this fragrance lasts so freaking long. It's not even funny. It's so sexy. It's so alluring. It's mysterious. So this is a fragrance that I find like if you are trying to kind of, you know, get someone's attention, but not too obviously, you will really enjoy this fragrance. I think that trying this out first will be fantastic, but you can find this for like 80 bucks on Joma Shop. I'll leave my link in the description box, as well as everything else that I talked about today. I just really like this fragrance, and I think that it's just so sexy. It's long lasting. It's everything you really want in a fragrance, especially if you don't know anything about this house, or if you're new to this house, or if you're just new to more unique smelling fragrances in general. I think you'll really enjoy this lady. So this is Aoud Orchid from Mancera. Next, we have a fragrance that I have not worn in a very long time, but I'm bringing this out because I really enjoy how this smells. And since this is no longer like completely limited edition, I don't feel as scared to use it. And this is Exaltè from the collaboration with bellaaura and Perfume Monet. She's a gorgeous content creator. She does fragrance content, and I'm just here for her. She's just doing her damn thing, and I just love it. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. If you love rose fragrances, if you love Delina Exclusive, you would really enjoy this fragrance. It's so freaking good. I cannot deal with how sexy and alluring and just captivating this fragrance is, but also being luxurious and luscious at the same time. Ooh, she did her thing. She did her thing. So this fragrance is a sweet, creamy fragrance. It has a little bit of a powdery touch to it as well, along with some resinous nuances and some muskiness. This scent is just so pretty to me that I had to leave it alone for a little bit because I did not want to run out of this fragrance. But they did release a 30 ml bottle, so I think that's permanent, but this bottle was limited edition, so I'm so happy that I got my hands on it. I'm just so happy. But this fragrance opens up with some pink pepper along with some lemon, and for me, I think that the pink pepper and lemon just really complement each other. The pink pepper adds that nice spice that gets your attention, and the lemon adds this freshness, but it doesn't really last that long. And then as the fragrance starts to dry down after a few seconds, that's where you get those gorgeous floral notes. You get some jasmine, you get some orange blossom, and you get that amazing rose, but you get a fruity note of osmanthus. And the osmanthus just really adds this nice twist to the fragrance. To me, it adds this like peachy, apricot-y, fuzzy type of vibe to the fragrance, and I think that's where that creaminess comes in for me. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get some benzoin, you get some vanilla, you get some musk, but you also get some sandalwood, which also adds some creaminess to the fragrance as well. It's so beautiful. I really enjoy this fragrance, and I love how not only is this scent very impactful and very bold, but it's also just very feminine and sexy and daring at the same time. If you love your florals, if you love your rose, you would love this, but it's not your grandmother's rose. It has a little bit of a fruity touch to it, along with the vanilla and the benzoin and the musk. So it has that resinous vanillic muskiness to it that's just so sexy and so intoxicating. So Exaltè from Perfume x bellaaura is stunning, and if you haven't gotten your hands on it, you definitely need it in your collection ASAP. And last but certainly not least, we have a fragrance that I already talked about, and this scent is just so beautiful. It's just such a surprising love for me, and the fact that not only does it work for summer, but it also works for the fall, it's just, I love it. And this is ManceraParfums Ambrosia Imperiale. Y'all, this fragrance is not only a warm, spicy, fruity fragrance, but you also get this nice floral touch to it. You get some gourmand notes. It's just incredible. Like, this is everything you could ever want in a fragrance. I love the saffron that's in this scent. It's just so delicious. It's so in your face. It's so warm. It's so spicy, and it just adds this sex appeal to the fragrance that is just undeniable. It's so undeniable. This is one of the sexiest fragrances that I own, and I'm just saying, like, this is sexy in a grown woman way. This is a grown woman, like, fruity, gourmand, and it's not too sweet. If you want something that's sticky, ooey gooey, delicious in that way, this is not that. This is more spicy. It's more warm. It's more captivating. It's just very sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's just very much so like, I'm here and I know what I want. It's very bold at the same time, but it's not too out there to where it's like unapproachable. And that's what I think AI did a great job with this fragrance with Novitus. I'm just so here for it. I'm so here for it. I've done my review. I already told y'all what I think. So overall, this fragrance is beautiful. This not only has boozy touches from some rum, but you also get some citrusy notes, and then you get some cinnamon along with some divana. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get some dates, which is a fruity note. You also get some orchid, and you get some amberwood along with some jasmine. And then in the base, that's where all those gourmand notes come in. You get some whipped cream, you get some benzoin, you get some vanilla, you get some saffron, you get some musk, you get some caramel. It's just everything that you want in a fragrance to smell sexy. It's right here. It's right here. If you guys want to know about performance and all that good stuff, watch my review. But this fragrance is so sexy. It's so gorgeous. The bottle for my September tray, y'all. Oh my God, this bottle is just so gorgeous, so beautiful, such high quality. Amazing. So this fragrance is one that I just cannot wait to wear in the month of September. I'm going to be talking about this scent a lot more since I have my full collection here. Y'all are going to see more variety from my fragrances because I am back home. Okay, I'm back home. And this fragrance, I just could not wait to get back home to wear. So yeah, Ambrosia Imperiale, Novitus Parfum X AI the Greats collaboration. One of my favorite launches from Novitus in 2023. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you all liked what I'm gonna be wearing this month in September. If you don't know, my birthday is in September and I'm gonna be going to Cali. So I'll be in Cali for my birthday, and I don't know if I'm gonna take these fragrances or different fragrances. So of course I'm gonna film a video of the fragrances that I'm taking with me to Cali, and I might even do a vlog for y'all if you know y'all want that. But if you guys are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, leave me the pumpkin emoji. Come on, we're in September, it's fall vibes. I'm so ready for fall. So ready for fall, ready for my birthday. We're gonna have a great time. Okay, so leave me the pumpkin emoji so I know you guys made it to the end. Please let me know what's on your September fragrance tray for the month because I would love to know. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.